Sapphire is a gentle, mild-mannered, fun-loving, free-hearted mom of a 3-year-old. She has a BA in accounting and an MBA. She has been an upstanding, dedicated professional for 8 years. She has been under attack in her place of employment. Her employers have attempted to impede her peace of mind in her workplace, undermine her authority, and slander her impeccable professional character. Every day is an emotional tug-of-war for an undeserving individual. This is all due to white fragility. Why? Sapphire has been through the proper channels, yet she falls under scrutiny as a troublemaker for requesting to be treated professionally. Why is Sapphire's natural hair up for jokes at departmental meetings? Why is Sapphire's ability to make lateral transfers and upward mobility being blocked due to white fragility? Sapphire should be able to go to work daily, act in her professional capacity, pursue her professional aspirations as such as her heart desires, receive truthful work evaluations, and stand in integrity with the beautiful smile that she wears daily. Why doesn't she?
Like at the end of the day, exactly what is that you're afraid to lose? Because even all things being equal, there's still plenty for everybody to have plenty. Mm-hmm. You know, this whole scarcity conversation doesn't actually work. Like, and who do you need to talk to understand that you killed 3 million people from this place here to do what you're doing? You left like 10% of them. Like that says that has some conversations, and that has implications, because in a long-term conversation you have mental meltdowns where people have now reject themselves because they find association with these atrocious crimes against humanity. And this is why there needs to be a strategy to deal with these things like post-traumatic slave syndrome and white guilt, because why are you taking this on as white guilt? If we live in a progressive society, then there's a way to deal with all of this stuff. Because we know there's no such thing as white supremacy. We really understand that's not a reality. Mm-hmm. We really understand the reality of saying that these people were animals was just so you could, at that time, create a free workforce. That was the business aspect, if you look at it from a business perspective, not necessarily from all the other things that happened and all of that stuff. Just look at it from a business perspective. Wanted free labor is 100% profit. You take the merchandise, you don't have to pay for the labor, free profit. Very low margin, overhead, y'all living in the barn or whatever and give them scraps or what have you. There you go. And you have production up, and that's how England now is what it is today, and so that's how America is what it is today. So if you have that conversation now, because our society is built on, well, who's paying damages? Because that's the first conversation. It's not because now once you say that out loud, you got to deal with, well, who's paying damages? Mm-hmm. First of all, now they want reparations. Where are we going to get reparations from? How are we going to catalog this? How are we going to give these people whatever? Because the psychosis behind that. If you give them the money in 5 years, it'll all be back in the system. All of it. Mm-hmm. Because these people have no education.
Education.
I saw the research about how many of the lottery winners.
Right.
In 9 months they broke. How do you get broke from $9 million? 5 years, they're all broke again. So it's not like you're worried about them actually doing something with this money, because that ain't gonna happen.
When EEOC turns a blind eye, when the union stands for your perpetrator, when your coworkers are afraid to stand with you, when you are working poor and have no money for a high-powered attorney, you agonize daily just to keep your job, which isn't enough for you to get free. This is what racism, prejudice, abuse of authority, harassment, and intimidation looks like every day in a professional space for many persons of color. This is not fair. #support Sapphire.